So I want to clear up the confusion over where you should incorporate and make it as clear and simple as possible for as many people as I can, because this question always comes up. And to be honest with you, I am tired of seeing people that incorporated in the wrong state and then they have to spend money and time to fix it because it's simple and it's clear cut. Now, if you could think about your geographic location. Where are you sitting? Because that's where you're doing business. It doesn't matter if you have an internet business, an Etsy shop. If you think about this, we are all subject to the laws of the state, county, and local governments that we live in. There's no way around it. It's like trying to register your car in another state to get insurance. Yeah, you can do it, but it's illegal and you can get caught. It's not it's not recommended. So this is what the rules are. Especially for sole proprietors and solopreneurs that are already incorporated. Knowing that you're subject to the laws in the geographic location where you're located, you have to be at least registered in that state. You have to be authorized by the Secretary of State to do business in your state. Okay. And if you don't, I'll tell you what happens. So I have a client that had went to a tax attorney and set up an LLC, which is the wrong form of business to begin with, in Delaware. The only problem with that is that she lived in California. Okay. Now, I wasn't her accountant. The returns were already filed, but this is what happened. She got a notice from the state of California for $1,600. The minimum tax in California is $800. So she got a bill from California for $1,600 plus interest and penalties. And there was nothing we could do about it. Now, you might ask, well, how did California know that she was incorporated? Well, they're tied into the post office. They have all the information. So they saw a Delaware corporation with the California address. And that's the way it works, folks. There's no hiding. You got to understand that in today's world, they have your IP address. You can't say that if you're living in New York that you're doing business in Nevada unless you actually are. And let me let you in on something else. You still got to pay taxes in New York and this is what it comes down to: geographic locations. Where are you actually physically doing business? Now, if you have an employee in another state, if you have an office in another state, in other words, these are physical facts. You have to be registered in that state. So it's a matter of compliance. And unfortunately, like I said, in today's world, they have everything they need to know to nail you. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so incorporate in the state you're doing business in physically, and that's it. Over and out. There are no other shortcuts. There are no doing business in states with no taxes. What you can do is move to Florida, move to Delaware, move to Nevada, or move to Texas or Wyoming. 5 states I know off the top of my head have no state income tax. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Incorporate in where you're sitting. All right, over and out. Thank you.